What's going on, everybody? Now I'm going to show you how we're going to put some mud flaps on this old Subaru of mine. And what we have here today is some Rally Armor mud flaps. Alright, here's what comes in the box. First off, we get the brackets that go to the actual mud flaps. And it's all in one bag with the instructions inside of there. So why don't we go ahead and open up what's in each individual bag. So here's your brackets. I have no idea which one's fronts, which ones are rear, so two of those and two of these. Then you also get all your hardware. Now, the instructions. I was probably supposed to leave them in. Okay. These are the Rally Armor mud flaps. You might be asking yourself, do I know how to put mud flaps on? No, I don't. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'm taking you with me. So let's get started. First things first, let's get them on some ramps. Which also means I need to back the car up. And now we jack it up. Let's do the rears first. Now we're going to go ahead and take off the wheel. Figure out what size it is. 19, that's weird. Those are the tiniest lug nuts. Now we are going to go ahead and blow out all the dirt. Move you out of the way. Well, I didn't end up recording doing the fronts or putting the rears on. My bad. I got so lost track of putting new studs on, and I was so irritated that the previous owner or dealership that I bought it from stripped the freaking studs out. So I did end up putting them on and new studs. So I'll go ahead and show you what they look like now. And I can kind of walk you through how they mount up, if that, hopefully that'll help some of y'all if you ever end up doing any of this. But here we go. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but on these rear ones, there is a stud here on the little bracket that it comes with, and here, which I don't know how well you can see the bracket, but it's got a piece that folds underneath this bumper and a little tab that you put on the bracket to bolt it in. And I mean, they seem pretty tight. I did end up having to bend this one out of the way because it was a little too far forward and was touching the tire. But the fronts, I ended up putting these 3 little tabs that you could screw the screw into. They're little trim tabs on the actual bumper, and then putting the bolts through them. And back here, I don't know how well you can see it, but right here there's a little spacer that the kit comes with. And that wasn't too bad. I just put that little tab that goes on the bumper, or the side skirt actually, on there, and then fed the bolt through here to hold up this spacer, and then ended up tightening it from there. And then there's a little push pin right here that goes in here. So I mean, so I took them on a ride and went, you know, the highway speeds, and it wasn't bad. I mean, they didn't make any noise, flop around, or move, so I would rate them pretty highly. They're not bad. It's just where I live, I have gravel roads, if you can tell, and a lot of times when I'm pulling out of the driveway, I get rocks kicking up, and that's mainly why I put them on, and for the look. I mean, you can't beat the look of them. They look so cool. They just look so good. Yeah. I know this is not really necessarily an install video, but hopefully you enjoy it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but I ended up cutting and buffing the car and putting the new lug nuts on, so here they are. Okay, I'm going to show you how to install a shift knob. I know there's a lot of videos out there on this, and this is how I'm going to do it. So, probably the same thing, but here we go. First things first, you're going to want to take off the stock shift knob. Just like that. Set it off to the side. And whatever shift knob you happen to order, mine came with this adapter kit, so I'm gonna put that on first. So first you're gonna want to put this on here, spin it all the way down. This is what's gonna lock your shift knob into place. Second, you're gonna want to put this adapter on. Turn it all the way down into that. And then third, you want to spin your shift knob on. And as you can see, mine's completely off. So we're going to take it back off. Actually, put it back on. Let's see, so about half a turn. Okay. So the adapter's actually stuck in there. Down. Okay, and half turn. Okay. So this part is going to take some trial and error. You're just going to have to turn it a little bit. And then put it on there and just trial and error until you get it right. Okay, so the best way I found to do this was to put the little set screw on and this, turn them tight, and then I took my little crescent wrench and basically just turned it until, turned it until when I put the shift knob on, focus, it sets how I want it, and it's tight now. Okay, now we're gonna go and test it out. Okay, before I go and test out the new shift knob, I got a couple other things I want to install. First things first, I'm going to show you what they are. And they are these little door handle protectors. I don't know what you call them. But basically, they go behind each of the door handles. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to focus because I can't see anything. But basically, inside of here, yeah, you see all the scratches? Well, I can't buff those or get those out. So what I'm gonna do is put these on, and then we can go and check out the shift knob and see how it feels, because it is weighted. It is very weighted. Okay, so for these, there is just a little piece of backing plastic that covers the double-sided sticky tape. And then there's also one on the front, but I'm gonna wait to put that one on, peel that one off. Okay, first things first, let's try to clean as much crap out of here as we can. Okay, now that it's clean, I'll go ahead and peel this backing off. And I'm only assuming that I'm not going to be able to get it very perfect on there. So I'm just trying my best here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good actually. Now we're going to do those to the other handles, and then I'll show you the aftermath. Okay. I gotta go drop some stuff off, so let's try out this new shift knob, huh? My first thoughts of just backing up and putting it into gear, it's a lot heavier than my stock one, but it also, that means it's easier to put into gear. Like, you could just kind of slam it in there and it goes. And I do like the round light bulb shape a lot better than the stock one. lot easier to downshift because you don't have to, like, it has such an oomph to it. Makes it just easier to handle. Like, it's not, like, it just feels good in the hand, you know? That's what she said. But now you can listen to the beautiful sounds of the Subaru. And I've noticed it does get a little hot in the sun, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a trade-off, you know. You go from hot leather to hot plastic, so just depends on which one you like the best, really. But, I mean, the seats get hot, so there's no difference. After using it a little bit, I'm going to have to adjust it again just to get it exactly how I want it. It's a little crooked right now, but it is what it is. I actually really like it. And the door thingies, those look so good. I'm so glad they hide all the scratches. You don't see none of that. I don't know who the previous owner is, but Jesus, did he destroy the inside of those door handles. I don't understand how you do that. Unless it was lady driven, which it could be, and she had really long nails. That's all I could think of.